Hey everybody, I am live. It is Shout Out Sunday. So if you want to know about the newest invites and collabs, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to know more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to learn about product reviews that can help you out in your home, subscribe, because I do videos about those topics all the time. And definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, because that is where I will link my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. All right, so let's jump into it. It is Shout Out Sunday, and I've got a few new collabs and open invites that are available for you. And I'm also going to give 2 shout outs to 2 YouTubers today. But just to give you a little update on myself real quick, as you know, I have been away all week, and now that I'm back, I'm just like exhausted. So I have not been able to jump into a lot of the challenges as I would have liked. I'll see what I can get accomplished now that I'm home. But I decided I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm not going to overstress, because that's not fun for anybody. And also, I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in and checking out the challenge, or I should say checking out the collaboration that I did with Lori at Creative Lori and Zane at Home with Zane. It was really so nice. We did a dishes display for Small Space Challenge, or I should say collaboration, and the whole intent was to, hey Mimi, how you doing? But the whole intent of the collaboration was to just kind of share with people how they could use the space they had to kind of display some of their dishes, some of their pretties, but also how to bring out some holiday decor if that's what they wanted to do. And all 3 of us, Lori, Zane, and myself, are very different. Hey Chellie, how are you? Good to see you tonight. But all 3 of us are very different, and so we each had a different approach. So if you have not seen our videos, please do go on and check it out. And then Therapeutic Designs by Deborah. Hello, welcome to you too. I tell you what, guys, this has just been one of those weeks. And who else is jumping on? Mary's DIY, she is on as well. So it is really good to see all of you guys. I am not going to keep you long, because I know people are trying to get babies to bed, and I have to like come forward so I can see who's on. And you guys are now greeting one another. So let me go ahead and share with you the challenges that I have. And I've got some new ones, and then at the very end, I've got the list of the ones that you guys have heard about before. But let me just go in and give you the new ones. So first of all, I've got one that I just found it today, and it is the Holiday Deep Cleaning Challenge 2018, and it's an invitation, and this one is hosted by Lovely Things with Abby. And this one is interesting, and it is not our typical one where we're making a DIY project, where we're cooking something. She's inviting us to clean with her as she gets her house ready for the holiday season, and she's inviting you to come along and do the same thing yourself. She's inviting you to kind of get your clean on and start getting your holiday clean. And she is kind of doing a little take from the Fly Lady, but it's not exactly. But she is dividing the house up into like 4 specific areas, and what she is focusing on is pretty much the common areas of the house. Those areas where we tend to welcome our guests, or where our guests tend to be when we have overnight guests to stay with us. And now the interesting thing about this particular challenge is that you can decide if you want to do the task consecutively, like 4 or 5 days in a row, or if you want to use a week to focus on each task in each area. You can set your own pace. So this is the 2nd year that she has hosted this challenge. So she's learned a couple of things. So she figured if you can set your own pace, it works out better for you. She's also got a very nice printout to help you along the way. And in the starting out, she's giving you specific tasks for various areas, also maybe some suggestions for reorganization for when company is coming in or decorating is needed, that kind of thing. So I encourage you to give it a try. On the first day of the challenge, she's doing the what she calls first impressions area, and this is the front porch, the entryway, and the dining space, those areas where when people first come, the first impression that they have. The second day of the challenge, the theme is welcome, and this is where you're welcoming people into the living spaces of your home, the living room, the family room, those places where you and your guests tend to hang out. So that's the second day. The third day is called the heart of the home, and these are the areas where, let's say, a family member or whoever guest is helping you do something. They open a cabinet where you don't want things to look like crazy, where things fall out or whatever. So like deep cleaning the kitchen, the fridge, the stove, different things like that. And the fourth thing is called Stay a While. And this is the private areas where your guests will spend time, the bathrooms, the bedrooms, and things like that. And then she's got a fifth day, which is called the Daily Soiree, which is just to kind of help you stay on top of things and maintain while your guests are here. So, okay, so that's the Holiday Deep Cleaning Challenge 2018. It's an invitation hosted by Lovely Things with Abby, and it really sounds like something that all of us could consider doing. Because I don't know about you, but I need to do some things to get my house ready for guests, because I've got some that'll be coming in. So Mimi, how are things going for you? Do you have your house guest ready already? Or are there some things that you need to take care of to kind of get things moving? So let's just see how that goes. All right, so now on November 15th, and this is one that somehow or another I missed it, but it is the Look for Less Challenge hosted by Yami, the Latina next door, and this time with Jessica at Measure and Mix. And as you know, the Latina next door hosts these challenges monthly. So this will be the sixth and final month for the Look for Less Challenge for 2018. So if you've been enjoying those Look for Less challenges, this is going to be your last month to jump in for a while, because she's taking the month of December off to spend the holiday with her family, and also to allow co-hosts to do the same thing. So now let's just say a little bit more about this particular challenge is that what she says is there must be like a high price item that you see that you want to purchase for your home. It could be a home decor item, whatever, but it's something that you want for your home, but you really don't feel like you can spend the money or break the budget to get it. So what she wants you to do is to create that item, to make it yourself, but to do it on a budget. You also need to take a picture of the item that you want and then kind of have that side by side with the item that you create. So, like I said, this is the last one that she's offering for 2018. So if you like those challenges and you think you want to jump in, you're going to have to get in on this one. And let me just say, they're giving you until November 15th to get this one in. So today is November 11th. So that does give you 4 days to get something made and get it uploaded. And if you're not familiar with their channels, please go over and take a look. Both these women are amazing with what they can do with DIY. I have been so inspired by what I've seen on Jessica's channel at Measure and Mix, and then some of the things that Yami's done. I'm like, really? And you guys know I'm a little bit DIY challenged, so I have been really impressed with the things I've seen, so consider checking them out. Now this one is hosted by Born to Book, Chellie at Born to Book, and Stephanie at the Okie Mom Life. And I know Chellie is on because I said hey to her earlier. And this particular challenge is going to be deployed on November 21st. And there you go. Yes, I see you there, Chellie. All right, so this is what they're looking for. Their challenge is called the 3 Holiday Gift Ideas on a Budget Collaboration. So it's an open invitation hosted by Chellie at Born to Book and Stephanie at the Okie Mom Life. Now what they're looking for is for you to be able to purchase a gift, 3 gifts for either the same person or for 3 different people, but the caveat is that the gifts must be under $10 each. That's under $10 each. Now, there's no age limit, there's no gender limit or any specification or anything like that. The only specification is that it must be under $10 each. They're going to be using the hashtag 3 holiday gifts on a budget 2018. And of course, all the usual stuff applies. You know, use the hashtag, put a link to their channel in your description box, use it across all your social media, and yada, yada, yada. And remember, when you participate in a challenge, you are ethically encouraged to, 1, watch all the videos in the playlist, 2, comment on every video, and 3, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to that particular person. Okay, so let's see. And if you're all about the mom life, you will like the Okie Mom Life and Born to Book, because they both do a lot of the mommy stuff. Okay, so that one's new. So those are the 3 new challenges that I found. Let's see what we've got going on right here just now. So we've got Dylan on, and Dylan is asking me, how's my mom? She's good, Dylan. She's home. I was just over there a little bit before I popped on today. That's part of why I'm just kind of late getting things on. But she's good. And I can just really say that she's good, and I'm pleased that she's certainly much better than what she was. We brought her home on Wednesday, and she's doing okay. So thank you for asking, and thank you guys for all your prayers too, because I tell you what, it was really touch and go with my mom for a while, and I wasn't sure she was going to make it, but she pulled through, and she's doing great. So thank you guys for your prayers. And Dylan, I know one of the things that's in your heart is being able to pray for people when they need it. So thank you, because I certainly needed those prayers. Okay, so the 3 updated challenges that I gave you was 1, the Holiday Deep Cleaning Challenge hosted by Lovely Things with Abby. And there's no deadline on that. So it looks like you can kind of jump in on that when you want to. And then the Look for Less, November 15th, with Yami at the Latina Next Door and the Jessica at Measure and Mix. And then the November 21st Holiday Gift, 3 holiday gift ideas on a budget, co-hosted by Chellie at Born to Book and Stephanie at Okie Mom Life. Now, since I've got those 3 out of the way, let me give you my shout outs. I have 2 shout outs for YouTube channels today. And the first shout out goes to Tat and Ty McNeely of His and Her Money. And their thing is managing money, marriage, and everything in between. Now, if you guys are familiar with them, you're going to be saying, that's not a small YouTuber. And you're right. They've got over 65,000 subscribers. They are not small by any means. They are doing some things over there. One of the things they're doing, they just paid off their mortgage. And they've had their mortgage paid off for 2 months now. And one of the things that they do on this channel is they talk to the viewers about how to manage money, how to budget money, and that kind of thing. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. But anyway, I really wanted to bring His and Her Money to you because I wanted you to kind of hear some of the things that they're talking about. I don't know about you, but I can always learn more about managing my money and budgets better, especially now since I'm retired and don't have the disposable income that I used to have. I'm certainly learning some new things, so I thought I might share that with you. One of their most recent videos has to do with how store closings affect you. And sometimes we see these store closings and we think we're going to get all these great deals. Well, they had just a few words about that. So I thought you might want to know about that just in time for the holiday season. And then also just to learn some of the things they have to share with us. The other shout out goes to Karina at Life's Little Things. And I just discovered Karina at Life's Little Things. She's a homemaker of more than 24 years, and she likes to share tidbits about her life, as well as recipes, grocery hauls, DIY, empties, various tutorials, cooking, and more. She's about that housewife and that mom kind of stuff as well. But her little ones aren't like quite so little, but she still has some of that kind of mom stuff going on. Most recently, she hosted a fall soups collaboration, and no, not the Soups and Stews Comfort Food for Fall, hosted by me, Tashi, and Nikki. I learned about Life's Little Things with Karina, her collaboration from Tashi. and it was fall soups collaboration, and there were so many wonderful looking soups in that playlist. It was amazing. So check out her playlist, the fall soups collaboration, and also go back and check out our playlist, the soups and stews comfort foods for fall, because I'm telling you, both of them were chock full of wonderful, wonderful, wonderful soup and stew recipes. So there's that. So now that I've got all of the current stuff in, let's get to the church announcements. All right, so what we've already got, and you guys have seen before, and I'll put it in the description box, is November 14th is the Christmas Cozy Corner, hosted by Arlynn's Country Craft Corner and Sweet Daisy Creations. Another one on November 14th is the Thanksgiving Bar Cart Open Invitation, and this one is hosted by Bellady Designs and Angela's Hangout. And this one is just really kind of fun. And both of these, well, I shouldn't say both. Arlynn's Country Craft Corner is focused on Christmas. The Thanksgiving Bar Cart is focused on Thanksgiving. And that's the thing right now. Some of the challenges are focusing on Thanksgiving still, and some have already moved on to Christmas. November 16th, My Christmas, My Style 2018 Holiday Table. This is hosted by Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. November 16th, again, The Big Purge, which is hosted by Happily Thriving Heidi and Kristen's Chaotic Life. That's the upload date for that one. November 17th is the Christmas DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. That's the biggie that I told you guys about earlier. November 18th, the Cloche Encounter Challenge, which is hosted by Secondhand Tracy Ann, and that one is focused on Thanksgiving and fall still. November 21st, Winter Wonderland Hot Drink Station, hosted by Marie's DIY and Brown Eyes on a Budget, and I saw Marie's DIY is on with us tonight. November 23rd, My Christmas, My Style 2018, hosted by Amateur Decorating Like a Pro, and that one is going to be either the Christmas tree or the home tour. November 25th, Hues of Autumn Challenge, hosted by Secondhand Tracy Ann. So again, we're back to fall for that one. November 28th, A Christmas Outdoor Decor, hosted by Arlynn's Country Craft Cottage and Sweet Daisy Creations. November 30th, I'm Thankful Challenge, hosted by Marie's DIY. December 1st is going to be the Christmas Home Tour, hosted by Davita Lane, and as well as the Mantle Challenge, hosted by Brown Eyes on a Budget. December 5th, Christmas Home Tour, hosted by Arlynn's Country Craft Cottage and Sweet Daisy Creations. December 22nd, Out with the Old, In with the New, hosted by Brown Eyes on a Budget and Marie's DIY. So now, as always, I will put I will copy and paste the list of challenges in the description box. I think what I'm going to start doing to make it a little easier once I get some things sorted out is attach a Word file on the blog, but I don't have that set up yet. So in the meantime, you can copy and paste the list of challenges from the description box. So I didn't go into a lot of detail on the old ones, but I spent more time on the new ones as well as on the 2 YouTube channels that I was giving the shout outs for. So now here's my question for you. Which one of these challenges are you going to jump in on? And there's just been so many. I know, like, I'm going for an early Thanksgiving celebration next week, and then Thanksgiving's the week after that. So it's kind of like I want to keep fall up, but it's like, okay, I'm also ready to start on Christmas. So Therapeutic Designs by Deborah is thanking me for the invitation. Deborah, you are so welcome. I really enjoy bringing this information to you guys, but now here's the thing. I really need your help because, you know, I can only find what I can find. So I searched for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours today, trying to come up with the various challenges that are out there. And I always miss some. So what I'm asking you to do is, if you hear about one, please send me an email. My email address is in the description box below. Send me an email and just say Collab Challenge Update Alert. Let's see, what is this one? Marie's DIY is jumping off. She's saying good night to everyone. And I have to agree, Marie, it is getting late. I tell you what, I have been a little bit tired myself. And I was like, I'm not going to hold you guys long tonight. All right, so my question for you is, which one of these challenges are you going to jump into? And I guess really the big question is, have you moved on to Christmas, or are you still focused on Thanksgiving? Tell me in the comment section below, because then that'll let me know what challenges you think you just might be getting involved in. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I'm a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan, and I think I'm going to wrap it up and say goodbye tonight. One of the things, well, let me just say this. One of the things that I really like about these live videos is I can get them done earlier. So now Therapeutic Design says she's kind of thinking about starting Christmas. So some people are saying they want to stay with Thanksgiving because that's really important. And I know Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I like to get that done first before I start working on Christmas. But that doesn't seem to be the way YouTube works. So Mimi and I think that was Simply Deborah said they're still in the fall mood. And then a work in progress said she doesn't start Christmas until after Thanksgiving. Well, you know, I never did either. I would never start Christmas until after Thanksgiving, but with YouTube, it's like people start Christmas in October. So I've got my Thanksgiving foods video that I need to get up. I'm going to be working on getting those up this week because I realize that people are searching food and turkey, how to roast a turkey and different side dishes for Thanksgiving. I need to have those ready and up. So I'm going to start working on getting those up this week. But it's more in the notion. So I am going to wrap this up. I need to go in there and spend a little time with the hubby because, like I said, I've been gone for the last few days away in Delaware, and it just feels good to be home and in my chair. But if you guys saw me try to jump in on Mimi's challenge, oh my goodness, and I know I'm rambling, but Mimi had her challenge for the fall desserts, and I thought, okay, what one challenge can I do? And I'm not at home, so I thought, okay, I can do the dessert one. And it was going along pretty good until I was ready to hit the pause button. Well, the button that I put for pause, there's no pause button. It was stop. And so it stopped it. So I went ahead, put the pie in the oven, and then I videotaped me getting the pie out of the oven, but I couldn't figure out how to anastomose the 2 videos together so that you could see the end result. So I did get a thumbnail of the pie, so you were able to see that as a thumbnail for the video, but I couldn't connect the 2. So that was pretty funny. The other adventure was cooking in someone else's kitchen, trying to bake. And one of the things that I mentioned on that video was when I trimmed off the pie crust, I mentioned how when I was little, sometimes our mom would like take the pie crust and put sugar on it and, you know, bake it, and we'd have like little cookies. Well, since I was at my sister's, and let's see, what's Mimi saying? Oh, that pie was amazing. It was really, really good. It was so amazing. But anyway, so I had put a little bit of the dough back in the fridge, and then there was another whole pie crust left. Well, since I was at my sister's and it was this big anniversary celebration for her husband's 40 years in the ministry, his grandchildren were also there. His daughter and her family had drove up from Florida, and they were there. And his daughter, one of his daughters, has 7 children. So I thought, well, why don't I let the kids make these pie crust cookies? Oh my goodness, you know, I wrote out the pie crust, you know, got 3 of the girls around the table, and they patted out the pie crust, and we put butter on it and sprinkled it with cinnamon and sugar, and we made these little pinwheel cookies, and I did videotape it. But I used my camera. I thought, I am not fooling around with this iPad trying to videotape this thing. So I don't know when I'm going to get it uploaded, but it was so much fun. And her granddaughters are so adorable. It was like, I've got 3 new granddaughters. It was just so nice. Just really nice. So I'll be sharing that with you sometime. It's coming up. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. You guys can see I'm getting tired because I'm just like going blah, 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 blah. So I will wrap this up, and I'll see you guys probably